Be sure to check out RCT3, winner of the RCT3 Toxic Quiz of 2015 and enter the Toxic competition for 2016. Hello YouTube and welcome to episode 5 of Let's Play the Ultimate Theme Park 2016, and yeah, I bet that title caught some people off guard. Yeah, for once I've actually assigned the title before I even make it. And my reason for the title is very simple: we are building the Illuminati headquarters. Okay, not really. The gist behind the CIT ruins in Fallout 4 is that they are the headquarters of the Institute, who are kind of the Illuminati, but yeah, you'll get the point. Again, if you've played the game, you'd understand all the references. But yeah, right here I was just doing the kind of embankment that runs along the side of the river in Fallout 4 Boston. Yeah, I'm not sure what to do for fences on top of this thing, because it's a little weird. Like, literally, I just pretty much just pulled this texture out at random, just because I thought, hey, it's bricks. I think it's a bricky texture around there. Again, I need to play the game. Because I haven't been playing enough Fallout 4 to be considered healthy lately. Yeah, at this point I realised I had slightly stuffed it up, because like I had the bridge right next to me. Oh well, I guess just live with it. So right here I was trying to do some terraforming to get the terraforming pieces of Moby's curved floors to behave, and eventually I did. So firstly, I was sort of initially starting out with some paperwork, just so I knew sort of what space I had to work with. So yeah, this is all Moby's curved wall floors V2, I believe. This is the cobblestone texture I'm using for some reason. Don't know why I didn't use the brick one, but yeah, I think at this point I was just pausing to look, because I had a picture of the CIT ruins just for reference. And oh man, I spent way too long on one corner of this. So yeah, at this point I broke out a different set and started setting up my area. And immediately decided I'd probably made this way too big at some point. So this one was just laying out the foundations for where I wanted to build. So actually, hopefully you guys can get a nice surprise in this video, because actually I had a bit of a brainwave, and I really need to deactivate my Skype whenever I'm recording. But at this point I was just doing more out kind of bases, and just managed to get it to fit. I mean, it's a little bit uneven, but honestly, who gives a shit? So right here I was going to use Ralphie's antique world for the whole thing, but then I was scrolling through looking at the picture and realised that, hang on, wait, one side of it is smashed. It's like one side of the CIT ruins is completely demolished. So at this point I decided to naturally procrastinate it, and immediately decided this wasn't wide enough, because this entrance bit has 6 pillars rather than 5, and my OCD was like super angry. So I did all my pillars and put them all in and was much more happy. So I didn't actually end up finishing this building in this time lapse rather hilariously, because I need some windows, and I will look into that, but obviously that's after this recording, because I always do my commentary straight after recording. So I need to find some window sets, and I need to just finish off that coaster station. But I don't like building in huge chunks, because like I normally use the time off in between to sort of take a break and let my brain figure out what to do next. Unless I really know what I'm doing, which in this one I sort of did. But like, I think once I get onto like the buildings like mass fusion, that'll take a while. So this one I was starting to get the hang of this post-apocalyptic set I'd downloaded, where I actually started using it. But it was at this point I realised that the walls were the wrong way round, and this one I was just experimenting with various pieces. So I eventually, at some point, started getting going. Just sort of browsing for pieces. I was going to eventually bail on it, but then I just thought, well, I started using this wall, and then I was going to bail on it, but then I thought, no, I've got to use this. This is like perfect. So I figured out a way I can use it, but it's a slightly awkward set to work with, because like the walls are all the wrong way round. Then I got this, and oh man, I was happy. Just that shape. If that doesn't imply explosion, I don't know what does. I was tempted to put the bomb statue in, but I knew you wouldn't find that in real Fallout 4. So yeah, I was just doing more walls and just more stuff. Again, I need to close out my Skype because it keeps bloody pinging up. So yeah, here I found a trick to just kind of fill in the gaps and actually kind of get the door frames to work. So then I thought, actually, there's quite a good texture. I should use the first building. Now, here was where I found the windows in Desmond's Industrial Age, and I was going to use them. But you'll see in due course that I actually decided against it for a slightly annoying reason, because like they're such good windows, and I would use them without question if it wasn't for that one problem. So here I was just building the main walls for the Institute. Oops. Again, Fallout fans will understand. Seriously. So I'll explain what CIC is and what I'm actually building here. For any of you who play Fallout, then you'll instantly know what this is, and I don't need to explain it. You can basically just jump forwards in the video or just not listen to my ramblings. For those of you who don't play Fallout 4, the Institute, which is kind of like the Illuminati run by nerds, they are based underneath this building in Fallout 4, which is the Commonwealth Institute of Technology, also known as CIT. So at this point, yeah, you've probably realised now, I decided to stick a coaster station inside this building, which I actually think was a good idea. I think it works quite well. I can just go straight out the back and build from there. So yeah, here I was just experimenting with the coaster cams on that train, because I've never actually used this CTR before. So here I was just placing in more stuff and get my station working. Oh boy. Track change. I forgot I put this song in for a second. So here I was just doing the extra stage of the transfer track. Man, it was a tight squeeze in here. Like, I've got to fit everything I normally have, which I normally build outside first, but I managed to do it all indoors. And, ugh, this was a tight squeeze. So here I was just doing more pieces and trying to fill in the gaps. More floors, it's, again, a very tight squeeze. So yeah, my transfer track, not the greatest in the world, but I can probably get away with it. I could just cut this out on camera. But yeah, here I just slung these in just to cover up the gap and just fill in some things. I don't know why, because I didn't really need them. So now I've got the walls. I do need a ceiling, but I won't put a ceiling on until I finish it off. Now I was going to use these windows until I suddenly realised, hang on. Actually, I did think of using that tunnel. Now I was going to use these windows until I realised, hang on a minute, wait, they're rubbish. So I decided to hold off doing that until next episode, whenever that happens to be. Probably, I reckon that'll be maybe Wednesday. Sorry, I've got stuff happening over the next couple of days. So at this point I decided to hold off that and basically procrastinate it by doing some pillars. Oh man, this took a while. This took a very long time. But, oh well. It must be done, and the results are totally worth it. It looks so much better. So yeah, just more pillars. This is actually, I think, quite a good example of how different sets typically can be used to create a new effect. So I'm using, yeah, 2 different sets in this one actually, and then plus all my usual coaster ones. I should probably put a few more underneath actually. But yeah, and I finished the pillars. I know that took like no time on the timelapse, but trust me, it took such a bloody long time in reality. Because this is sped up by about 9 times. So obviously I'm working 10 times faster than normal. At that point I just checked my recording time and realised I'm only going for an hour. So this one I decided, let's kill some more time and do some breaks. So my usual assortment of B&M coaster breaks. This is sit-down coaster, by the way. So yeah, usual sets, Tenno Dude's Coaster Essentials, that's my go-to, and obviously RCT3 Master 54's B&M Accessories, that's my other go-to sets. Both of these sets are amazing. If you're a Roller Coaster Free player and you do not have them, then what are you doing with your life? And then obviously Station Junior's random things combined with the fencing. Oh, I could tell this scenario was just begging to have this fencing set in it, and it works so well. So yeah, just the final walls. I'll find a ceiling to stick over the top of them, but I'll have to do some lighting. Although, I may not bother with the light section on this occasion. But anyway, so here, add in my extra stations. I do need to add in the control thing at some point. And then just to kind of hide that divide between the 2 wall textures, I decided to use these trims from Station Jim Jr.'s castle things, of all things. Hey! I promise that was unintentional. Yeah, then I just decided, let's just put the columns in. So, I did hold off on doing the roofs on this one because, like, I basically just, I wanted to, well, yeah, obviously, have you ever tried building indoors in Roller Coaster Tycoon 3? It's a nightmare. So I just held off doing the roofs until I could actually, well, I did the roofs everywhere else, until and I'll do the rest of them once I finish off the coaster station inside. So again, this is the Ralphie's Antique World, which actually worked so perfectly. It was unbe-freaking-believable. So yeah, but anyway, we're coming to the end of this episode, so I'm just going to wrap it up here. Thank you very much for watching. Again, I much appreciate the feedback. Wow, I got spammed in my inbox this morning on YouTube. So anyway, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you all in the next episode when we shall try and finish this goddamn building, and hopefully with some decent windows this time around. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and anyway, be sure to subscribe and all the rest of it. Until next time,